Good evening, everybody. It's good to be here. I want to thank the administration here for the work that they've done to prepare the students and to hold this event after graduation. I know there's a lot going on, and to take the time to do this after graduation, I think is very special. I appreciate the fact that they do that. Ms. Phelps had contacted me about making closing remarks, and I said only if I get about 5 or 6 minutes to say a few things and to give a message. So I just want to do that real quick with everybody. I want to talk a little bit about the power of this event, which I think people are realizing, and I want to challenge the students and give them a message for the future. First, let me tell you that when I was a teacher in Kenton County, I got to experience a similar event. They hold what they call the Champions of Learning event there, very similar to this top 20 from each of their 3 high schools in the county. And on 3 separate occasions, I was selected by top 20 students as their champion of learning. And I say this because as an educator, there is no greater affirmation in reinforcement than to be recognized by students for what we do. This is why people go into education, to make a difference and to know that they're making a difference. Teachers, I want to thank you for your work and your efforts. Many of you were likely chosen because you went an extra mile. More likely because you built relationships, both with the students in this room and all the students that you have under your responsibility. This is what great teachers do. Students, you know why you were here. You're here because you're in the top 20 of your graduating class. You are the best and the brightest that Campbell County has to offer. Your ACT scores range from 28 to 36. I have to tell you, that's fantastic. That's outstanding, and you and your parents and everyone in this room is going to be very proud of that. I'm also impressed by the list of colleges that you plan to attend. Among them are Yale, Michigan, Alabama, Miami, Transylvania, Northern, University of Kentucky, Eastern, Center, and University of Louisville. Very, very nice list of schools. Personally, I would happily compare you against any top 20 of any of the high schools in the state. I'd put you up against any of them. And I mean that. You are destined for great things. At least I hope you see yourself that way. Let me say this a little differently. I expect you to pursue and to achieve great things. Why? Because you can. All kids, or at least most kids, aspire to great things when they are young. But because of family or life circumstances, their dreams, their options, and oftentimes their supports fade over time. Not because they want them to, but because obstacles have occurred that they've struggled to overcome. As I look at you, I know that you are not perfect. You have your dreams, and you have had your own obstacles. But for whatever reason, and many of those reasons are the adults sitting with us tonight, you rose above those obstacles and you carried on. Our community, our nation, and civilization for that matter, rely on those of us and you with passion and determination to carry on through adversity to improve the standard of living for all of us. You have dreams and the resiliency to carry on. You must never allow complacency or mediocrity to enter your thoughts or be considered as an option. As was articulated in the valedictory and salutatory addresses on Monday evening, our world is changing. And you, our best and our brightest, must be willing to step to the plate in order to make a difference. Here's my challenge to you. All of you have the talent and drive to make a lot of money and to do exciting things. My challenge is, do not be shallow and do not be selfish. Do something meaningful. Do something that makes a difference and that makes you happy. The teachers with us today, they are making a difference that they can see, that they can feel. A difference that you and your parents now see and feel. They are making a difference, one that is helping to propel you and the next generation forward. On the contrary, I have friends, you have friends, I have smart friends who have gone on to make a lot of money. However, many of them are miserable, some are divorced, some are unhappy. Why? because they aren't making a difference. They aren't happy, they're not satiated, and in some instances, they have sacrificed their values and sometimes their dreams to make a buck or to get ahead, and invariably, it has come back to haunt them. You will approach more challenges as you grow older and more mature, as you compete to make your way in the world. The most damaging and ones that sneak up the easiest are challenges to your values, to your ethics, and to your morals. We have seen many of these in the news lately. Stories of brilliant and very talented people who have allowed their values, their ethics, or their morals to be compromised, usually for some perceived personal or professional gain. It never, ever turns out well. At some point, and likely many times in your future, your values, your ethics, and your morals will be challenged. I guarantee it. So I challenge you to be constantly on guard and aware of your own motives and those of the people around you. Defend against those ulterior motives at all costs. Protect your values, your ethics, and your morals. There are very few more tragic outcomes than to see someone of your capacity fail to reach the pinnacle of their possibility, or to see it squandered away by circumstances or foolish actions. Remember, you have the potential to do great things, meaningful things for our country and our community. Do not be selfish. Do the good work that makes our society and our community better. Find something that makes you happy and something that influences the betterment of all. Again, we rely on students, later as adults, to carry on, or better yet, to push civilization forward. Additionally, your family and community has invested in you. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you to remember your roots. I expect you to go into the world and to do great things, to make a difference. But I want to be overt in asking you someday to give back to your community and give back to your school. One of my goals as a first-year superintendent moving forward is to create a sprawling and proud alumni network to further the work of not only our district, but the Campbell County community. We need future leaders like you to play a part in that effort, returning and contributing, paying back on our investment in you. In summary, your takeaway should be to go forth, be happy, and make a difference in the world. Protect your ethics, protect your morals, protect your values, and don't forget to give back. Remembering your roots and contributing back to our community. Finally, I want to congratulate you on your accolades. You've reached great heights, but it is only the beginning of something greater to come. Everybody, let's give these students a great hand for all that they've done. I also want to thank the teachers and your parents. Without their guidance, diligence, and motivation, none of us would be sitting here today. Let's give them a hand. Listen to this carefully. I want to wish you the best of luck. But remember this, those with good luck usually find a way to make their own luck. Go forth and make yours. Thank you.